Welcome to the FnF Victory Road Draft League Season 2 Superlatives Award Ceremony. In this video, I'm going to be granting some Superlative Awards to different coaches and Pokemon for their performance in the Draft League. Now that the Draft League Season 2 has finished, we can take a look at some of the Pokemon and coaches that did some memorable things and award them for it. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video today. This is the Superlatives ceremony. So we're going to start with the coach superlatives, and we had a lot of really awesome coaches join us in this league this season. We had two more than last time, some newcomers, and overall it was a great success. No one dropped, everybody played till the end. So let's take a look and see what awards we have. The first award is the Coolest Logo Award. So many people brought really awesome logos this time, but one stood out to me as the absolute coolest logo, and that award is going to go to Morgana with the Northern Necrozma's award. It just fits so well. The fact that we have the prism, which Necrozma is representative of, along with the Canada tying in the location-based theme of that as well. And it just looks really, really nice, really striking profile. It was always the one that caught my eye when I was looking at the logos. So many great logos, and it was really hard to pick one, but this one definitely went above and beyond. So Morgana gets the award for the coolest logo. The next award we have is the Most Feared Award. A lot of people had had some fears facing this particular person, and it goes to show how well they did in drafting a team that was formidable and very fun to face, because of course it is fun to face your fears. The Most Feared Award goes to the coach that most people cited as the scariest to face, and that is Quasimodo and his team, the Pitiful Punching Bags. Of course, Wobbuffet looks quite pitiful in the logo, which is also another awesome logo. But it does pack a punch, and it does set up for his plethora of hyper-offensive mons to come in and go for a sweep in a moment's notice. So Quasimodo, you got the Most Feared Award this time. You could be notorious, infamous. You go down in history. Alright, so the Most Improved Award, this goes to the coach that had improved most from Season 1 to Season 2. There's actually going to be two iterations of this award. This first one is for the regular season, and this is going to go to Noob Scrub and Patch 3.0 Ivysaurs. He went all the way from second to last in the first season to second place from the top down instead. So second place overall in the regular season. Very effective performance by Noob Scrub. Definitely goes to show how well he learned from Season 1 and implemented the things that he learned to improve his team and its performance. So very good job, Noob Scrub. You definitely showed it. And the Most Improved Award, of course, to the playoffs. This is like the overall Most Improved, and this goes to Edgar and the Moondrinkers. Edgar placing third overall, being able to tackle on some really strong titans of this league, really placing a name for himself in this one. He did not make playoffs in Season 1. He was third from the bottom and ended up overall third place in the entire league, which includes regular season and playoffs. So I think that he did really well. He definitely drafted a more balanced team this time, edited his team the way he needed to with his exchanges, put a lot of thought into his team building, and approached his battles with enthusiasm and willingness to learn. So I think he did a really good job. Very, very good job, Edgar. Our Tough Fighter Award, this goes to the coach that put up a fight in every single battle. This coach did not lose a match more than -2. So every match that this coach played was either close or a good win for this coach, and this award is going to go to Emberhoof and Rio Grande Rapidash. This is a really impressive record he had. All of his losses were either -1 or -2, and then all of his wins were either +3 or +4, I believe. So he had comfortable wins, very close losses. He was a fighter and definitely showed it. Another really improved coach from last season as well. So the next award is going to be the Zaniest Sets Award. This goes to the person who used the wildest sets, very unexpected stuff, always using some really out of left field sets that sometimes really worked and sometimes we're like, what? Definitely can throw opponents for a loop. I know a lot of us had questioned why so many crits were happening with Toxapex, and with that, we are going to segue into it being King Fuse and the Visionary Tricksters, definitely bringing some of the creativity this time. He definitely wanted to do that with how visionary he was and how tricky he was, and he achieved both of those, so he gets the Most Zaniest Sets Award. The next award is the Best Upset Award. For those not familiar, the term upset means when somebody of a lower seed beats somebody of a higher seed in a tournament, and usually it's really hype and can be really cool to see. So the best upset of this league goes to Drizzleboy and the Harlem Gloomtrotters. He was the first person in this league to take down Sun and Friendly, which was my team, and he was literally Seed 16 facing Seed 1, and he managed to not only win that battle, but be the first person to claim that win against Sun and Friendly. So really good job. I could tell he prepared really hard for that battle, and his performance was pretty spectacular. Definitely not going to be Seed 16 in the next league. I could tell you that for sure. He'll definitely have a higher seed. Well, he was Seed 16 because he was a newcomer, but he definitely showed what he was capable of, and that's why he gets the Best Upset Award. The Best Team Upgrade Award is going to go to Benji and the Star Conquerors. This is the team that had upgraded their team with exchanges to the fullest extent out of every exchange that had happened. He went from being kind of a pseudo rain team to an actual rain team. All of his exchanges worked really well in his favor. The exchanged Pokemon ended up being vital for him. Both Mega Swampert and Electrode getting positive differentials, and his performance increased drastically after that those exchanges. So he definitely did a really good job with those exchanges, and I think his team came together and he improved his battle record immensely after he did them. And then finally we have the Gen Enthusiast Award. I actually tallied up all the Pokemon that were used from all the gens 1 through 7, and the Gen Enthusiast Award goes to the person who used the most Pokemon from a single generation, and this may not surprise you, but it was Sir Roland Waterfront Woods. Of course, he has the protagonist from Diamond and Pearl, Lucas, as his trainer, and indeed, he is the Gen 4 enthusiast, having half of his team be from Gen 4. That is more Pokemon from a single gen than anyone else had, so really big dedication to Gen 4, and really cool to see him using some of his favorite Pokemon from Gen 4 and using them to a good success. He definitely improved since last season as well and showed what they could be capable of. So that was the Coach Superlatives. We're going to move on to the Pokemon Superlatives now and see what Pokemon did to win some of these Superlative awards. The first award is going to be the KO Leader Award. This award goes to the Pokemon that got the most KOs in the regular season of the league, and this award goes to My Shiftry and Morgana's Gengar, both netting 17 KOs. Really impressive stuff. That means that for every match they were brought to, they had at least one KO. Shiftry having at least 2 per match, and Gengar being really close to at least 2 per match. So really good performance with these Pokemon. Very terrifying Pokemon to face if you're not prepared for these offensive powerhouses. The next award is the Offensive Defense Pokemon Award, and this goes to Noob Scrub's Blissey. The offensive defensive Pokemon award is the Pokemon who is primarily a defensive Pokemon but was used offensively as well to the best extent. Blissey getting a plus 10 differential and getting 4th overall in the MVP ranking. So that was really impressive. Blissey almost making it into top 3. Primarily being a defensive Pokemon, it's not something you would expect, but Blissey defended and used offense to its ability as well. The next award is the PP Drainer Award. That award goes to the Pokemon that was able to drain the most PP and PP stall quite a bit. And this award is going to go to Edgar's Cough Egregious. Definitely a stally Pokemon if it wants to be, and can be very, very vengeful with that PP. It definitely helped Edgar out quite a bit using Mean Look and trapping Pokemon to eliminate them by PP stalling or taking them to their end with Toxic. So Cough Egregious gets the PP Stall Award. The most used Pokemon award goes to the Pokemon that were used the most. As it says, they were used 100% of the time. That means they were brought to 10 matches of the season. So they were brought to every single match. And this goes to Fingered Witches, Electros, Startoads, Mamoswine, Quasimodo's Wobbuffet, Z-Quig's Corsola, and My Torkoal. All of them coming to every single match. Very cool to see the diversity in these Pokemon and which Pokemon managed to come to every single match. Of course, Corsola being a mascot, Torkoal being a mascot, Wobbuffet being a mascot, and then Mamoswine and Electros just being very good Pokemon overall for the trainers who had them. So definitely the perfect attendance crew was very loved and used in every single batch. The Master Sweeper Award is next. It goes to a Pokemon that managed to get every single KO in a match and win that match. So they got 6 KOs in a single match. These Pokemon were able to sweep and go unopposed and not be taken down. And these Pokemon are Lionhug's Kingdra, Benji's Buzzwole, Noelle's Shiftry, Lionhug's Volcarona, and Edgar's Reuniclus. Lionhug's, of course, getting 2 of those 6 O's and being the only coach to have 2 Pokemon to 6-0 in any battle. So really good job to Lionhugs and overall to all of the Pokemon involved in this. Very scary offensive threats, many of them bulky too, and just not able to be taken down once they set up, such as Buzzwole and Reuniclus. The next award is the most statistically useful award. This is the Pokemon that granted the highest differential per battle, which means that it was differential divided by usage. And that Pokemon is Lionhug's Amoonguss. It granted +3 differential per battle it was brought. Mind you, it was only brought for 1 battle, but it was very useful in that battle. And it was funny because it's usually a Pokemon that uses Spore, but it was in the electric terrain battle, and it didn't even have Spore. So Amoonguss definitely showing what it could use. Of course, it only came to 1 match, but in the 1 match that it came, it was extremely useful, and I think it's the reason that Lionhugs was able to win. So Leader of the Bunch award is next. This goes to the Pokemon that led the most in the league. And these Pokemon were Quest's Infernape, Colin's Rotom Wash, and Edgar's Garchomp. All very reliable leads. Actually, all tier 1. They all definitely have their ways, especially with pivoting in the case of Infernape and Rotom Wash, being able to set up hazards in the case of Infernape and Garchomp, and being able to hit hard, which all 3 of them can pretty much do. So definitely very reliable leads. All of them led 5 battles in this league. The next amount was 4. So definitely some leaders of the bunch. You know them well. And they're finally back to kick some tail. Alright, so the next is the Bottom Tier Champions Award. This award goes to the Pokemon that were in Tier 5 but did the best. This award does not include Shiftry because Shiftry already got the number 1 MVP slot. So this is the Pokemon that didn't make the top 3 but did the best overall outside of Shiftry for being a tier 5. And these Pokemon were Emberhoof's Rapidash and Cerulean's Torterra, both making it into the top 30, I believe, maybe even the top 20. Being tier 5, they were really useful to the trainers that had brought them. I believe they sat at a either +6 or +4 differential, I'd have to check. But nonetheless, definitely showed that just because you're a tier 5 does not mean that you are not useful. These Pokemon definitely showed what they could do and their capabilities, and both Emberhoof and Cerulean use them extremely well. The next award and the last award is going to be the Last Stand Award. This is split into the regular season and the playoffs. This goes to the Pokemon that, despite being the last Pokemon on the team, down by -3 or -4, was able to turn it around, sweep the team, and get that win. So this Pokemon is the comeback king. Basically, when backed into a corner, was able to turn it around and win. So very strong Pokemon, offensive mons. For the regular season, we have Morgana's Gengar and Edgar's Garchomp. Gengar, Morgana likes to run Sash on Gengar, so even if it took a hit, it can fire back, and it was very speedy too, being able to outspeed many Pokemon and hit hard with its nice coverage move pool and its great special attack stat. Edgar running Scarf Chomp quite a bit, and being able to turn things around once Pokemon have been weakened or threats have been eliminated. Even at their last Pokemon left, Morgana was down. The score was 4-1. Edgar, I believe, was down 5-1 or 4-1, and they managed to turn things around and sweep. So very impressive score there. And finally, for the Last Stand Award in the playoffs. In playoffs, it's even harder to pull a last stand because the competition is so fierce and the battles are so intense. So really, really strong performance here by the Last Stand Award recipient in playoffs, which happened to be my Togedemaru, facing Startoad's team down 4-1, and then being able to turn it around and sweep the remaining Pokemon on the team and win the battle. Togedemaru being an extremely good asset during the playoffs and getting that Last Stand Award, being the only Pokemon who was able to make that reversal, such a big comeback. So thank you very much for participating, and I hope you enjoyed this little awards segment. This was a very fun little thing to look at, so I might do this later in future seasons. I hope you enjoyed some of the little data and details that I was able to amass using the Pokédata sheet on the doc, also the summary sheet, all the replays, and then I'm also going to be posting some docs in the Victory Road chat on the Discord server, showing some of the other things like how often people led with a certain Pokemon and the generations split in the Pokemon teams as well. So thank you so much once again for participating. It was a very fun season and everybody did really well. So the real award goes to everybody for joining and doing such a great time, doing such a great job and having such a great time. So thank you so much. And until next time, I will see you then. This is Noel from Sun and Friendly, and thanks for tuning in.